I am pleased to be here to present my husband, Dave Perry, with this Outstanding Service Award. I have been working on this presentation for a while, but when I heard there would be many awards given, and after sitting where you sit for many banquets, I decided some random memories of my life with Dave Perry and his coaching would be the best way to tell you about this outstanding guy. The information in the program lists his many achievements, but after over 30 years of being Mrs. Coach, there's a lot more to be said about this guy. I guess I should have known I was in trouble when we were picking our wedding date and he said, "I have 2 free weekends in August, which one do you want?" Oh, for the record, I picked the first and I got a honeymoon too. I was amazed at how many parent phone calls leading to swim emergencies could happen during dinner time. I found myself helping out at age group swim meets just so I could see my husband on the weekends. And after only 6 months of marriage, there was my first trip to YMCA Nationals as a chaperone. It took a long time for those memories to fade, and I think I sometimes still have flashbacks. 28 years ago, I remember when he decided to be a teacher like me so he could have his summers off. So far, it's happened only once, and that was his first year of teaching. There was his first water polo team of just 8 boys who slept at our house almost every weekend so Perry would have a team to coach the next day. I never had any brothers, and I was amazed at how much and how often those boys could eat. I remember when Perry had a contractor van before the seatbelt law, and he was picking the boys up to morning practice and dropping them off after school practice at designated stops like his own personal bus route. I know I still love watching him get really excited over the individual efforts of each and every swimmer. I remember when he decided to be an administrator, and thank goodness he got that out of his system fast. There was the agony over changing jobs and leaving behind that special freshman, sophomore, junior. I'm impressed whenever I see how he and his coaches play good cop, bad cop, and it really works. It doesn't work at our house, though, because he only wants to be the good cop. I'm always amazed that he finds time to really teach and deal with all the responsibilities that come with that position. I remember his joy at finally getting to work at a great facility after years of working in large bathtubs. I admire that he takes the time to know what each swimmer needs, and it isn't all about coaching their swim techniques. Perry has a way of dealing with all athletes fairly. The fast, the slow, the strong, the weak, the determined ones, the motivated ones, the unmotivated ones. He also works with those swimmers with those wonderful parents and all of our personal favorites. I'm a teacher. Those swimmers with difficult parents. I cannot believe how he makes sure that everyone has a place on the team and gets respect for their place on the team. I do not know anyone as invested in children as Perry. He rejoices in every victory and mourns every defeat. Whether you agree with him or not, he makes good coaching decisions because he coaches with his heart as well as his head. Some of my fondest memories are when he started coaching our children in high school. I recall him talking to our son at dinner after a very bad swim practice. Perry was really complaining about the boys, and Kyle looked at him and replied, "They didn't have anything nice to say about you in the locker room today either." He had the ability to make our daughter Elizabeth so brave when she missed finals her senior year by 1/100th, not once but twice at her last high school state meet. I remember watching our son's first college water polo game and Perry yelling with excitement, "Look, they're running my play." Right now he is trying to learn how to be a spectator parent when we go to California to watch our daughter play polo. Please, no, the key word there is trying. This season, his swim boys were on a road trip, and they went to a buffet restaurant. They told the waitress it was their coach's 80th birthday. I heard there was a lot of singing, and many of the locals came by to congratulate the coach and tell him he looked pretty good for 80. Yes, Perry, you are a legend, even if you are not 80. It is amazing how many of his former athletes have come back to coach with him, 4 out of 5 for swimming, 3 out of 3 for polo. But my most recent and probably best memory was just last year when his team won the state water polo championships. He was giving out the medals to his team, and the boys were giving him, those big, wonderful, genuine bear hugs, and the parents in the stands were saying, "My kid doesn't hug me like that." I have been watching Perry grow into his coaching role for many years. Some things have changed, but his philosophy remains constant. Every child has a right to participate, and it is the coach's responsibility to find the level of participation for each individual athlete. It's easy to feel good when you win, but how you feel about yourself during the tough times is when strength, determination, and perseverance are needed. Peary coaches swimming and water polo, and these sports provide the backdrop for Peary to give the bigger life lessons for his athletes to carry on into their future. Peary is a man of integrity, on and off the pool deck. He gets the job done, and he gets it done right. He has a long record of outstanding service because he is quite an outstanding guy. And I am delighted to be here to present one of the NISCA 2007 Outstanding Service Awards to my outstanding guy, Dave Peary.
Sure. Thanks. I think you can tell I've had a tremendous support system for the 30-plus years we've been married. The ups and downs, she's been there to take care of them. I'm very honored to receive this award. I've been coming to these banquets since about the mid-'80s, Indianapolis. One of those meets in Indianapolis was the first one. And I've been in awe of this banquet and the coaches that have received the awards and their accomplishments and stuff, and just just admired them. I've known many of them, many of you guys that are here around Illinois, and Dan O'Brien, who hired me 20 years ago at Fenwick, and now every day I walk through the pool door of the Dan O'Brien Aquatic Center, and it's quite an honor for me to feel like that I'm in this kind of a crowd. I believe that just what I've seen here at NISCA, at the conventions, and dealing with you in other places, it's been my inspiration as well to work as hard as I've worked. And you see the people getting these awards. It's phenomenal for me. Swimming and water polo have been very, very good to me. I've been all around the United States to either conventions or clinics or swim meets or water polo tournaments. And I've even been lucky enough to take a team to Australia, a water polo team. And that's, it's just been a phenomenal experience for me. I really think that my wife alluded to this, that one of my thrills is to see my athletes come back and work in the sport, swimming and water polo. Like she said, I have 5 on my staff right now that were former players or swimmers. And it's just really neat to see them give back to the sport. As she said, our son was a swimmer. He's now a graduate assistant at Utica College in New York in both swimming and water polo. And it is a thrill to see him coach. Elizabeth being a water polo player, and in the summertime coming back, and helping me coach with the age group water polo team. It's great. It really is. And lastly, I'm going to steal something from Dana. Thing that he mentioned last year about those phone calls or letters that you get from your past athletes. They really do make you feel good. My wife, little sneak that she is, sent a little note out to a few of my past, and up in my room right now I got a book out that thick of letters. And as Dana said, we care, so keep caring. Thank you.